Hey all, welcome back to another sketchbook sessions. As 2025 draws to an end, I thought it would be kind of fun to kind of show off some of the sketchbooks that I've completed this year. So I've got 3 here, which actually isn't even representative of the total drawings I've done, but I'm pretty proud of myself for having 3 sketchbooks. And it's kind of hard to choose the right one for you. I got this moleskin one, which I did not appreciate really. The paper was a little too thin for my liking. But I have these other 2 that are basically the same book. They came from Michael's and they work really, really well. I think it's really important that a drawing lays flat while you're working on it. So anyway, let's start with the biggest one and then we'll go from there. Thought it would be fun to just kind of go through them all. And I'll provide a little bit of commentary as we go. So early this year, I started off trying to do some concept art and creature design, and I was having a lot of fun with that for most of January, I'd say. And I like to do a lot of these little thumbnails, creature design stuff. That's kind of neat. Here's when I was trying to do the fictional city of Ryla from H.P. Lovecraft. Crazy non-Euclidean geometry. I had several different attempts at it, and I finally have the finished drawing up on my website, WKW Illustrations. Here's some more kind of Lovecraft Cthulhu stuff. Ooh, it's like a scary vampire. Hail Hydra, Captain America. Kind of a steampunky kind of thing going on there. More creature design. I'm trying to get through this super fast because I want the video to be somewhat entertaining rather than just like kind of like a slow. I do kind of like drawing in red because then you can go over it with ink. Sadly, I do not have an erasable red pencil, but I need to get one because it's a good idea. But usually I just scan it in and then you can take the red off. Oh, here's another more finished version of Ryla, or however you say it. That's kind of trippy. This is a thing from radio or podcast called Archive 81 that I was pretty interested in for a while. Some Dark Souls kind of things. This is getting into some of the deeper stuff that I've been working on. I've been working on my fictional world called Black Brand Seas, and this is just a generic dungeon map that I don't have plans for, but it was fun to draw. And this is the narrator's journal. So I'll be publishing this as soon as I can, but I only have about 15 pages at the moment. Basically, just a fictional journal where one character starts at one side of the island and moves to the other and around and just explains what he sees along the way. These other pages, I tried to deliberately do the coffee stains. So when I scan it in, I can add more texture, but at least there's some texture already with the folded pages. And some figure drawing exercises. This is pretty fun, isometric drawing. Just drawing from a photograph, I think, of a lighthouse. More fiction. Gouache waterfall. This is the kind of thing I send out to patrons every month, so if you like getting physical art in your mailbox, you should consider supporting me on Patreon. Link in the description. This is like a plot outline for one of my fiction books. Unfinished, of course. This is a city layout for one of the cities. I believe it's East Lark in the fictional world of Black Brand Seas. Some Black Brand Seas character. Some more character work here. Oh yes, Lurini Ruins, the first take. I'll be doing a video, or maybe it's already come out by this time, but I have a lot of drawings of Lurini Ruins. I think that's really interesting. It's basically kind of like a fictional version of like the Caribbean and architecture before the Spanish arrived. A hamburger, a painting of a hamburger. I kind of abandoned it halfway, but it was fun. An Inktober drawing, and as you can see, I kind of planned him out a little bit too. More Inktober stuff. It was kind of frustrating to have 3 sketchbooks going on this year because all my Inktober drawings are all spread apart 3 different books. Some more thumbnails. More Inktober work. Trying to draw Vecna, kind of my own version from Stranger Things. Inktober Onion, and then the Onion Knight from Dark Souls. I wanted to do that, but I kind of don't like doing pop culture for Inktober, so I went with that. Pirate women sketches. I have a video of this drawing too, a time lapse of finishing it. I was kind of trying to do a cover for my works of the Black Brand Seas, and these are the 3 characters that I have kind of so far. These, which there's also a video of me inking these. Again, red pencil doesn't erase. I wish I bought an erasable one. Mermaids. Kind of fun. And that's it for that book. This one was purchased as a travel journal. It's really small, kind of lightweight, folds up nicely. Went to Paris in the beginning part of this year and tried to draw some things that went on in Paris, but I didn't really succeed all that well. I was kind of too busy. Rashida Jones, I think. Pirate guy. So this is now a collection of drawings from a hike that we did. And I did treat it like a travel journal. I was just drawing flowers and using watercolor paints. This moleskin is not appropriate for watercolor. It just completely wrinkled them. That one I like. Copic markers. I think that turned out really good. It's a lake on top of the mountain. Lake Catherine. This is kind of fun. More just like doodles while I think I was on the plane. Going to the Outer Banks, hence all the like North Carolina stickers. So did some work on the beach. Dock, I think, on the Sound that's on the inland side of the Outer Banks. Oh, an ent drawing. That one turned out really well. Another beach scene. I think I decided from having this sketchbook that I did like the smaller size. It's easier to fill up pages and just makes me feel a little bit more productive. Just some pose work. Random doodles. Kind of like a rooster. It's the house we stayed in on the Outer Banks. Texture exercises. This can be really important when you don't know what else to draw. Can really help you in the long run. Some bears. Various items around the house. That guy's pretty cool. Dog on a surfboard. Oh, this is going back to more Black Brand C stuff. Me trying to come up with logos for each of the different factions. And we're back to Inktober again. Mixed with Black Brand C stuff. I did want to do a lot of my Inktober drawings that kind of fit into my fictional world. I really like the style of these houses. I think that's pretty neat. I also had some tree houses that I'm working with. Conan the Barbarian. That is one of my only pop culture references during Inktober, just because I really kind of wanted to draw a really buff, muscular guy. It's a little fiction I wrote. Night. More pirates. More treehouse studies. Inktober. Kind of a fun dragon idea. Some chess pieces for some reason. Bad art, deliberately bad art, comfort zone art. Ooh, Monkey D. Luffy. Ornate for Inktober. Another better Monkey D. Luffy. Sam, just a fun little Halloween drawing. My character in Dark Souls. I actually love that game if you can't tell. And that's it for that book. So now we move on to the third and final book. This page intentionally left blank. Pirate studies, some kind of astronaut. Looks like I bought this book in June, so this is only from June onward, where the others both encompass the entire year. Oblivion, great game, and I drew some stuff about that in here. Thumbnail for a painting. The thumbnail turned out good. The painting is so-so. Kind of a Western guy. That was fun. Baba Yaga, watercolor. This paper, as you can see, did much better for watercolor, and it's just the cheap, like, Michaels brand sketchbook. And it does lay flat, so that's really handy. There's another character I was working on for some fiction, Hercules Baxter, kind of a Victorian era detective. as you can see, a mix of Sherlock style and Poirot. Another thumbnail for a painting that I'm working on. This is from an old comic strip that I used to do daily a decade ago, and I had a lot of fun with it. But I don't do that anymore. Kind of some more Victorian illustrations. Swamp Thing. Mariachis, just real fast studies. Victorian London. More of my detective story. Tony Robinson. Taco Man. This is pretty cool. It's a fun idea my girlfriend had. This painting actually did turn out pretty well. Here's the Oblivion Copic marker finish drawing. That one I liked a lot. Did that on my birthday. A little happy birthday present to me to spend some time completing a full page. Self-portrait, that's kind of fun. Green Ranger. Starfish. Oh, a trout. Looks like I spent some good time coloring that. Thumbnails. Drawing exercises. More drawing exercises. This is actually my 2 cats in my backyard. That was also a pretty fun day of drawing. Trying to do this angel illustration, but I couldn't quite get it right, so I ended up doing a bunch of thumbnails and finally abandoning it. Indiana Jones. Serana from Skyrim. Some more fantasy type things, some thumbnails. I think this is from Hawaii 5-0. More Hercules Baxter. A nice tall ship. Fantasy illustrations. The rain cat's kind of fun. Oh yeah, I tried actually putting acrylic paint. That didn't work the best. It kind of makes the pages stick together. Gouache is much better for Sketchbook. Me trying isometric drawing again. I like this guy. Hooper Strait Lighthouse, I have a video on that. Ghost Rider. This guy from Superman, that was really fun. I think this is a drawing exercise I found on Facebook. Oh yeah, Bernard's Challenges. That was pretty fun. Watercolor. Camel. I think I was intending to color this too, but didn't get around to it. Some more factions and religions from my fictional Black Brown Seas world. Pirates and Dark Souls, Inktober. You can see it's frustrating, all the Inktober drawings are separated between the 3 books. I find this perspective very challenging, but I do like this and I maybe want to finish it. More faction symbols from the worlds. A fat knight. Inktober deer. Inktober Pierce, I really like this one a lot. And that's the end of that book. And I am really happy to show you guys all this work. And if you always want to see more, I post on my website, wkwillustrations.com. And I also post on Patreon, and you can support me there. I would really, really appreciate it. It's not that expensive. I think it's like $5 a month, and I'll actually send you physical art. Sometimes an original, most of the time a postcard print. I'll send you physical art every single month. Links are in the description. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you next time.